Hello, my friends. Look at me on a Wednesday night. Woo! Catching some of you by surprise, I'm sure. Whoops. There we go. I always forget that the preview screen isn't what you're seeing. So, you'll have a few moments of darkness, and then come on over, everyone. Welcome to the Stamping Zoo on a Wednesday night. Let me jump in here, make sure that I am live in the right place. That's always good. Oops, there I am. A great picture of my desk all messed up. That's what it looks like tonight too. But you know what? It's fun. It's a fun kind of flurry that's going on. Not a mess. No, not a mess at all. I'm in here working. And then I was like, I want to jump on with my friends tonight. So give me a few minutes here, or I'm going to give you a few minutes here. I need some lotion. And the story of every paper craft whose hands, isn't it? Let's see who's going to join me tonight. I might not catch any of you. I don't know. It is kind of crazy here in Boise town. So if this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a repeat visitor, welcome. I'm glad to have all of you here. I am Lisa Harden, coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in very thunderous looking Boise, Idaho. Yes. Hello, Lori. There we are. Hi. Yes, I'm jumping on for a couple of reasons tonight, but you're going to get like a double feature, sort of, tonight and tomorrow night. But I wanted to make sure you knew where to find me tomorrow night because it's super exciting. I'm very excited. I hope I don't get nervous and act strange. Well, one of those probably is possible because I don't get nervous very often. Hello, Norma Jean. Where have you been hiding, Norma Jean? I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. I hope you've been on vacation somewhere. Hello, Amy. Hi, everybody. Okay, so as I said, joining you tonight for a little bit of fun, a little bit of information. And the information's fun anyway, so don't worry, it's all going to be fun. Hello, Kathy. If you've never seen me before and you're wondering, what is this lady doing? Coming on, put on lotion. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And one of the things that means is that I sell all of the paper crafting fun and loveliness I'm going to be showing you tonight, as well as I offer classes virtually and online. I am also offering a very special get-together for World Card Making Day. I wanted to kick that off with you tonight and let you know, because even though actual World Card Making Day is October 1st, my event's going to be on September 30th, and you need time to get ready. You're going to have to pick out an outfit and all that. Not really. You can come as you are, but you're going to want to get your crafting supplies all ready. So let me jump into a couple of events that I want to share with you. So these are a couple that you probably already know about, but let me just please kindly remind you, and I am holding my iPad, so I'm sorry if the microphones feels like it's moving around, because it is. I'm kind of reading here. Okay, so I do currently have registration open for the wonderful, wonderful World online class. This is going to be very designer series paper driven and stamp technique driven class. It can be, it's fully online. Okay, so you'll be bringing your own basic supplies. I'm not going to go too far outside of, again, this paper and these stamps. You can actually, what do I want to say? You, the stamp and designer series paper. Sorry, can you tell this was like an afterthought? I mean, a last minute thought. Okay, so this paper and these stamps come from our celebration, which just ended at the end of August. So if you purchase those and you would like to attend the class, online only access is only $15 If you purchased these products or if you earned them free with an order from me, your class is free. Okay? Just as a special thank you from me. Now, if you missed out on ordering these stamps and designer series paper, and now you're kind of wishing you had it, I have a very limited number of them to sell, like 4 or 5. So if you are interested in that, you can get all of that, the paper, a full pack of the paper and the stamp set to keep, all of that to keep, plus the class for $40, plus $10 shipping if you need it. Or you can swing by the porch and pick it up. Okay, so I really want you guys to think about doing this class. Again, I have something for all budgets, like online only, $15. If you want to purchase the products, $40. And if you purchased if you got this as part of your celebration rewards on an order that you got from me, the class is free and you're going to be registered. So I just want to make sure you know that because it's going to be fun. Hey, guess what? Something else that's going to be fun. I'm having a stamp camp here at my house on the 23rd and 24th. Now you get to choose from 2 bundles that are semi-exclusive for this month only. You get to choose from Designing with the Apple Harvest or the This Birthday Piggy. The classes are going to be so fun. I'm designing them, well, not right this minute, but I've been designing them. I'm kind of in love with the projects. They are going to be cards, and then there'll be one project. So what you do is you just register for this, and then there are so many options that I will just contact you and find out specifically what you would like to design with. You choose one of these. So the cost is $25 for the class, or if you purchase one of these bundles, you get your class for free, and then you will have the product to use over and over again. So if that class sounds fun to you, but you are not in town, I have a to-go option. Yay! So a few of you have signed up for this. I am so glad. And what day, Sherry, you say what day? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Tell me what you're asking about. Oh, what day? Maybe you're asking what day is the to-go camp. Let's see here. It is scheduled right now for, it doesn't matter because it's going to be recorded for you, but I am going to be doing the online version of that class on the 17th and 18th. One subject will be Friday night, and one subject will be Saturday morning. But again, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'd love to have you join live, but if you don't join live, then it'll be recorded for you, okay? And if you attend my in-person class on the 23rd and 24th, I'm going to give you access to those online Facebook groups as well. Okay, please don't forget that Stampin' Up! Every week this month in September is having weekly deals. Tomorrow I will give you another flyer that looks just like this, except for the second week deals. But I will tell you, I think that the second week deals are already out there and available for purchase tonight. So if you just go to thestampingzoo.com, hit the Shop Now tab, and then go out and look at the weekly deals, you get all of these products, these 9 products, plus next week's deals. I think they're available. Oh my gosh, get the rose gold foil paper. You need that in your life so much. I can't even tell you how much. Okay, and then here's something fun that I haven't announced yet. It will be on my email soon with a direct link. So please keep that in mind. If you've not signed up for my email yet, that is the place to be for finding out everything that's happening with the Stamping Zoo. And again, you simply go to thestampingzoo.com, and there's a purple pop-up box that asks you if you'd like to receive emails. You just put in your name and your email, of course, and then you will have all the zoo news. But here's something that's going to be fun. So for customers and friends, you can join the Stamping Zoo's World Card Making Day Pre-Funk. me come on. This is too funny. Pre-funk is what the kids call a pre-function, right? Actually, I'm pretty sure we called it that in college. Again, the kids, a million years ago. So if you want to be cool, you can come to the Stamping Zoo's pre-funk. Now, this is a little different than the pre-funk that I had in college, right? We're not going to drink ourselves silly. What we're going to do is we're going to craft. Shock! I can't believe it. World Card Making Day. We're going to make cards. Yes, we are. So if you would like to join in on that, access is free. It's World Card Making Day. So we're going to celebrate World Card Making Day by having a free event. Okay, I'm actually having a couple of free events. So first, as it says, my customer and friends, I'm going to meet you online in a Zoom live. Now here's the deal. This is not just a class. I will be creating and you can see what I'm creating. But this event is a get together. So you need to come prepared to make cards, okay? Prepared to show those, whatever you're making, okay? And prepared to show us your lovely face. Now, look at me. I'm very casual. You know, you've seen me in all states of array and disarray, right? You just need to come casual. We're not going to be taking pictures of you and selling them on the internet. It's just going to be for the closed group, okay? But these are the things you need to do. This is, again, this is not where I come and teach you a bunch of stuff. Yes, I'm going to be crafting with the featured bundles that I'm going to show you in just a minute. But I want you to come as well and be ready to craft. I want to see everybody crafting, and I want to see what you make, okay? And I want to see your face. So I'm just letting you know. That's the price of admission, okay? It's participation. Okay, and then for my teammates, my lovely zoo crew, you get to come over to my house the next day, the actual World Card Making Day. And Stampin' Up! Itself is having an online event, again, free. I believe the link hasn't been released yet. I don't know. But in any case, it's from 2 to 5 Mountain Time. So if you're on my team, I'm going to invite you to come over and have a little lunch beforehand. At 1 o'clock, it'll be some sort of, I don't know, we'll do potluck or order something, or I don't know what we'll do. But anyway, we're going to have this little event. And for my teammates that can't make it, we're still going to have online attendance, okay? So I'm really excited for this. It's going to be super fun. Now let me point you down so I can show you what are these featured bundles that I'm talking about, correct? We need to see these. So these are featured bundles that Stampin' Up! Has chosen, and which I fully embrace, because why wouldn't I? They are cool. But I have something special to tell you about them. Okay, so Cottage Rose. I hope you guys can see this pretty good. Yeah, it looks okay. So this is a supplies list. Again, I will be putting this into my email, but it is a supplies list, and it tells you that Stampin' Up! In their event is going to be making one card, I believe it's cards, with these supplies and this bundle. Okay, so don't worry about taking a screenshot of this now. It's too little. But again, it'll be in my email, so never fear. You'll have a copy for yourself. But they are featuring the Cottage Rose, simply stunning. Cottage Wreaths, I actually don't have this bundle, but I do have all of the products that go together with it. And then Warm Welcome, which is actually coming to my house tomorrow. Now this doesn't look familiar because you haven't seen it in a catalog. It's just online only. It's a pre-order of something that's going to be in the annual catalog for next year. So here's the really cool thing about it, is you are going to see creations made with Warm Welcome. A ton of them are going to come onto the internet during World Card Making Day, right? Because we're all going to be using it. And then you'll see it for at least another year when it's in the annual catalog. So if you're someone who likes to look online for ideas, and I mean, let's face it, we all do, you are going to want this bundle, okay? Now, and thank you very much. Let's stop and acknowledge what Kathleen says. She says, don't forget to share this video because then you'll have all the information at your fingertips. Thank you so much, KZ. We are also going to look at a card that I got from KZ in the mail today, I can't remember. It was phenomenally fast. Anyway, don't let me forget because we're going to look at it. Where is it? Okay, sorry, let me stay on track with this. Now, the cool thing about this is if you order one of these bundles, first of all, you get 10% off of the products if you order them together, right? But you're also going to get a free package. Oh, I don't have any. I'm out. A free package of iridescent pearl basic jewels. But I won't be out tomorrow because I got my free package. However, you have to put this on your order. You have to put in item number just like you're purchasing it, okay? 158987. And when you put that in, it will show that it's the iridescent pearls, but it will show a cost of $0. If you need to put one of these bundles in first into your order, and then put this 158987. Okay? I'm not sure, KZ. I was thinking the annual catalog, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it's coming around, so you're going to see a lot of it online. So there's going to be 2 days of a lot of fun. I too will be using Cottage Rose and Warm Welcome during my event on Friday, September 30th. Okay, just so you have a heads up. And again, you can choose anything to work with, but just know that I'm going to be using these 2 bundles. So if you want to kind of craft along with me, as well as Stampin' Up! Itself will be using these bundles also. So their designs are going to be featuring these bundles. Okay? I don't know why I need to touch the paper and show you. But I guess I'm trying to show off my nails, right? Always like to do that. So if you have any questions about World Card Making Day, my online event for World Card Making Day, or any of the online classes that I've showed you, put those in the comments. And while you're thinking about that, because I know you're going to want to attend at least one of those events, right? We are going to make this card. Hold on. It's got all the bells and whistles. What? We're going to make this card. So here's the dealio. You're not going to see me here tomorrow night. You need to go looking for me a little bit. You need to go over, and there's a link. Let me show you right now. Let me show you this. Okay. There's a link on my page that you need to follow because I am going to be guest crafting with Suzanne. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I can't type and speak at the same time, apparently, right? So, we did the black envelope challenge on my page not too long ago. And now we are going to be doing the black envelope challenge on her page. And it's going to be super fun. So if you scroll down just a bit on the Stamping Zoos page, let me see. You're going to find this, the black envelope, okay? But I'm going to be over on Sun Stamping's Facebook page and their YouTube channel, her YouTube channel, okay? And so here's the deal. If you don't want to miss that, you need to go over and subscribe to Suzanne's Facebook page and or her YouTube channel. Why not do both? It helps her business out, right? and then you will get notifications if you request them. Okay, then you're not going to miss it. Oh, and so here's the link. Right, if you just click on this, it's going to show you this little well, why don't I just do it instead of describing it? Why don't I just do it? She has something set up on her YouTube channel. Okay, very nice. I love it so much. And then if you just go right here, okay, this is the Facebook page, but if you're over here, you're already on her YouTube channel. So just watch it from there. Either one. I don't care which one. So I just want you to know that that is where I'm going to be tomorrow. Okay, so don't forget, because that's where you're going to find me. And we are going to be creating with, I don't know if I should tell you yet. You know what? I don't know if that's a surprise. We're going to be creating with the same bundle. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm allowed to say. So, Kathleen, well, you know what? As long as you follow Sun Stamping, you will be able to see the replay just like you do here. Okay, it's all right. Go have fun. We'll record it for you. Hey, Amy, how are you? We have matching nails. Super cool. Okay, my nose is driving me crazy. It must be like all this weather getting stirred up. Hello, Ethel. Donna, hi. Okay, so let's make this card, shall we? I'm going to show you where I found it. I cased it. But again, cased it, kind of. It's right here. Look, everyone, it's right here. But it looks a little different because this is actually on one of our craft gift boxes. So it's larger, right, than the cards that go inside them. Thank you, Brene, for sharing. And hello to you, too. I'm very glad to see you. I sent a package to you. I think it was yesterday. So, anyway, so I just took this idea because I was in love with it, and I transformed it into a card. This card, once I finished it, I thought, if this card were a woman, okay, oh shoot, you guys can't see it. Dang it, Lisa. I'm sure you're telling me that. Hello? Lisa, wake up. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Check her out. Okay, so this is where I cased it from. Again, this is page 30 in the mini catalog. This is actually the same suite from the same suite. Okay, that's on the front of the catalog. So if you type in Sun Stamping, you'll find the page. Actually, Kathleen, if you go to the link that's, it's in a black envelope post, like literally it looks like a black envelope, just scroll down the Stamping Zoo and you'll find that. If not, I will send you the link after this. And it's Sun Stamping with 2 N's. Okay, so I took this idea that's on one of the craft gift boxes and I just put it right on a card. Okay, as I was saying, if this were a lady, she's that lady that, I think it was Coco Chanel that said, like, look at yourself and then always take one accessory off, right? This lady looked at herself and decided, forget it, I'm going out the door. And I think she looks beautiful. She, however, just like me, is not going to fit in an envelope. All right? So, because she goes outside of the margins a little bit. She does her thing. You also don't want to be squishing this beautiful ribbon. Oh, my God. It's so pretty. Like, I had to sit and admire it, and I made it. So, anyway, look at this ribbon. Hello, gorgeous. This is satin edged ribbon, obviously, 3/8 inch, and it's in this suite. So I'm telling you, if you like sparkle, pizzazz, you know, if you are that lady that likes the accessories, then you are going to want to create with this bundle. Look at it. I can't wait to make Christmas cards and send them out. I think This could be a contender for my mother's Christmas card because she likes the sparkle. And yeah, so I don't think you can go wrong. It's kind of like classic Christmas with a twist, right? Okay, so let's make this card. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want to make this card, and that's gonna make me so happy. So I haven't done all of the things that I need to do for it. In fact, I haven't done a lot of the things. So let me score my card base. Standard U.S. card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Change it up as you need to. Leslie, when you make cards, do you make cards 4 1/4 by 5 1/2? Or do you go, you know, the long, skinny Australian route? Tell us, what do you do? Now I want the insert to be fancy too. So I just cut a piece of soft succulent 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. We also need some designer series paper. This paper, I mean, you can tell, but it is quite something. And this suite has 2 specialty papers with it besides the designer series paper. So here are the designs for this 6 by 6 pack of paper. But wait, it's like a double pack of paper. Okay, so you're not going to run out on December 10th when you're making those last cards. Yes, and I know there's some glare on that, sorry. But anyway, look at all these beautiful designs on these papers. And then this is one side of the paper, right? So one side's just red with this pattern. And then one side has 2 squares and 2 circles. And this is what you can do with them. They are 3 by 3. You simply just cut them out, right? And then you can put all these little sentiments inside them. Let's see if they've used the square. They haven't, but that's okay. You get the, you get the gist. So all these little die cuts that we have can be put in there. So again, that paper is very stunning and has this bokeh detail. Then they've taken some and they've done bokeh, and then they've overlaid it with foil. I mean, incredible, really. Again, she's a lady who likes accessories. It is beautiful paper, Corinne. Dang it, no kidding. So then these are the stamp sets. This is a super sweet, right? It has 2 bundles with it. This is Christmas lights. And where are my dies? Here they are. Twinkling lights dies. Isn't that something? They have little pieces cut out of them so that, of course, stuff can shine through. I told you there are 2 foiled papers with this suite. So this looks like a party hat. No, it's a tiny Christmas tree, but it could be a party hat. Yes, string of lights. Okay, you're kind of like getting the theme. Then here's the stamp set from the other bundle. I don't have the dies. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. Famous last words. I say that every time. But anyway, this is the other stamp set, and I was absolutely in love with the mix of fonts and sentiments. So, like, I'll probably use every single one of those sentiments. I don't know that I always say that. Okay, Leslie says she goes 5 7/8 by 8 1/4 because Australians are a little fancy like that, right? So our cards are shorter and fatter. Need I say more? Hello, Jenny Mason. Nice to have you here. Hello, Roz. I know. I didn't post that I was going live because I really didn't know that I was going live. So that's why I was having a little trouble talking in the very beginning. I guess, I should probably do some sort of exercises or something before I go live, but it wouldn't be nearly as much fun. Okay, now in the middle of all this hullabaloo, I'm going to show you this beautiful card. This will also make you want to take that Wonderful World online class that I spoke about earlier. Look how simple and beautiful the papers make this card. Kathleen sent this to me as a thank you for something I sold her, which, Kathleen, you don't need to thank thank me for selling a kit to you, but you're very welcome. And then she put these in there. Kathleen, that's too kind. Oh, we eat embellishments around here, though. We do. We eat embellishments, so I'm putting them with the embellishments. Thank you so much, my friend. I love your card inspiration, and you know I will use the opal rounds, so I really appreciate it. That was a very nice surprise. And our mail, like, we both were astounded at how fast our mail went across the country. I don't know. Sometimes it takes forever, and sometimes it's the blink of an eye. Now we are using something that's outside of this suite, and that is the Simply Elegant trim. This carried over from last year's mini, I think. It's great. It's Simply Elegant. It's gold and silver. You will find it in this year's annual catalog, okay? So I need to do a couple of other measurements of things. Let me get out the first of a couple really stunning foiled papers and show you. Now this one is called Festive Foils. That will not be hard for you to remember. Oh gosh, Sally's getting her beauty treatment. You told me that was today. That's right, because my kids went in yesterday. Okay, so here we have soft, succulent, crushed curry. Look at that. Wow. Can you guys see this? I hope so. Okay. Is anybody out there? I don't see any action. I don't see any likes or anything. Or like, get out of here. You don't have to say get out of here. Okay, so anyway, 3 different patterns in foil on 3 different colors. You get 2 12 by 12 sheets of each. Again, this is called Festive Foils. This is single-sided, okay? Because of the treatment. Thank you. There goes an angry face. Great. Okay, it's all right. You know, nothing, I didn't take it personally. So, anyway, this one's the soft succulent. It's so pretty. We could use the other one though, but, well, here, why don't we switch this up? You know I love to switch up stuff. Why don't we switch the cherry cobbler and the soft succulent? And so we will do the strip behind it, yes, in cherry cobbler, and then we will do the square in soft succulent. Well, hello, Alicia. I know it's not Thursday. I'm kind of crazy like that. You need to watch the beginning, Alicia, because I was talking about World Card Making Day and the free events that you can attend. Okay, so this is 2 inches, and it goes clear across the card, okay? So 2 inches by 4 1/4. Yes. 2 inches by 4 1/4. Oh, wait. Where's my paper trimmer? It can only be, okay. I'm like, it can only be like right here. And then I need to turn it upside down because I'm a lefty and they didn't make this, they made this the wrong way, right? They made it for right-handed people. That's okay. Because left-handed people can use it too. Because there's measurements on both sides. Because that's how smart Stampin' Up! Is. Okay, let's see how the lighting is a little wacky in here, isn't it? And that's because, what did I tell you? Thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Never good in the power business, but can't be helped. It's also what's going to bring our temperatures down for, get ready for it, 103 today, okay, 65 in the morning. It's crazy, I tell you. I'm totally happy though that we got to get out of this 100-degree temperature. I don't even like it when it's like 70, so I've been in a furnace for the last 3 months. So here's what half of that paper looks like, okay? So again, it's just 3 by 3, and then the other side has bokeh on it. 3 by 3. So beautiful already. And then, oh, we need a big slice of paper for the background. Hello. Now we could, you know what, I like the black. For one thing, it was surprising to me. Like, I didn't think that would go, but really it does go because the gold just kind of mimics the craft, or in this case, I'm using crumb cake paper. But let's use this one that has lines on it. It's kind of fun. All right, and we'll make the lines go up and down 4 by 5 1/4. Is anyone crafting with me tonight? Thumbs up if you're crafting. Sad face if you're not. If you're not, just fix it. Just start crafting. Just make a card. Yeah. Low 90s here in Texas. Well, that's got to be fun with your humidity. With a little rain shower. See, it's perfect stamping weather. Okay, I'm going to show you the next of the foil. This isn't foil, but this is glimmer paper. Dang it. This is so pretty. I have never loved Evening Evergreen. Let me make sure that's what it is. Yeah, I've never loved Evening Evergreen this much. Okay, so here's gold. Hurt your eyes. Here's Evening Evergreen. Oh my God, look at it. Is that stunning or what? And then vanilla. What a nice collection of glimmer papers. And again, they don't shed. It's not glitter paper, it's glimmer paper, right? Yeah, it looks, it's okay, but this does not show how pretty it is. So I'm looking at, obviously I'm watching it on camera. It's okay. It's not nearly as nice as it really is. Get yourself some. Again, 2 pieces of each of those colors, 12 by 12. That's a lot of glimmer paper. Like tonight, we're just gonna cut out 2 snowflakes. So that's how much I used for that. And I guess I'm gonna cut another strip of the paper. Now what I did was I measured my die to see how wide it was. And then that's how wide I cut my paper with a little bit of allowance. So I didn't, you know, sometimes if you cut it too slim, then it doesn't fit, and then you really kind of like, you have to cut yet another strip. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with that. We're also going to die cut a circle just out of basic white. Yeah, I tried it with some other colors, but I like that the white pops. It's okay, Darcy. It's recorded. It's all right. Oh, she says, I'll watch the beginning when you're done. That's right. I won't tell you anything about it, so it'll be like this huge surprise. I unveiled a lot of fun stuff, though, let me tell you. Didn't I? I feel like, first of all, I'm trying to ask myself, like literally I was asking myself this. Are you so excited about all of this Stampin' Up! Stuff because it's crazy good, or because it's September and you love September because you love fall? This is what I'm asking myself. And then I was like, really, Lisa? Can it just be both? Like, do we have to decide? Can we just enjoy it all? Yes. But I will tell you what, Stampin' Up! Is pulling out all the stops for this September. I mean, I thought Celebration was fun. And it was fun, but this is a whole new level of like, yowza, I'm in love with classes. I'm in love with the designs I've made, and I'm not trying to say that in a weird, egotistical way. I'm just saying, like, I'm really excited to unveil them in my classes, and I'm really excited to like share them with you guys and see your take on them and stuff. And I'm super excited about World Card Making Day. Just living life. Okay, so as you saw, now I am not using self-adhesive paper on here, and there's a couple reasons why. I will talk about that in a minute, but I'm just putting the glimmer paper in. Now there's an outside die, okay, and then this one just interlocks. However, you could use this in a totally different way. It'll just be easier if I just show you in a minute. But all of these pieces and parts, as usual, have multiple ways in which to be used, okay? And I know that, at least with me, I used to make all one kind of card for Christmas, but now I'm really into like making groups of 20 and then making 20 brand new cards. Probably because I can't decide anymore. I can't hold myself to one kind of card. So, okay, now if you were to take this and I'm surprised Tango isn't barking. He gets mad at the storms. And I know I've told you this before several times probably, but since I only have a few stories, I'll tell you again. My last dog was a Doberman, and at the first sign of a storm, he would jump in the tub. Tango and Cash want to attack it. They're like, we're not having this. Settle down. Okay, so this is what you can do with that die cut. So you don't have to cut it out every time. Sometimes you can simply make a cutout piece on the front of your card. Isn't that pretty? It's really quite beautiful. Then you could use your blending brushes over it or something. Just a completely different technique. So please keep that in mind. They don't work one way. They don't work just one way. Okay, they work lots of different ways. We're all saying hi to each other. I love it so much. It makes me happy. Okay, now this is retired. It's the new version looks like. Where is it? This, I like both of them. But I did run this over here just a little bit. Now since it's glimmer paper, I didn't feel the need to put the metal die on it and protect it because it's a little tougher. But these things really are just falling out. Now if you cut this on the mini, I don't know if it'll fit in the mini, but if you were to cut it on the mini, it might need a little more help. I'm going to take back what I said and put this in here. Now I'm getting all worried that maybe I'm going to rough these up. So you just put them right back where they were, right? And then you can kind of go to town on it. How many cards do you usually make? Oh, I usually make 1 or 2 cards. Sometimes I think I'm going to make 3 cards. Tonight we're just making 1 card though. Yeah, because you're going to see me again tomorrow night and I don't want to wear out my welcome. Yeah. Okay, so you can see here, okay, it's sort of wants to be naughty tonight because I'm showing it live. But it's, oh my gosh. I don't even know if you can see like the detail on that. You'll be able to see it so much better when we pop it up on the card, right? Okay. Anyway, it's a stunner. Don't worry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm such a nerd. 2 or 3 cards. Yeah, that's true. I do make 2 or 3 cards for Christmas sometimes. Okay, no. Last year I probably made like 130 or so because I'm lucky to have a lot of friends. Like all of you lovely card makers, and I'm sure that I didn't get to everyone, but man, I tried to get to a lot of you. So anyway, yeah, and then I have family, of course. It's a good thing I'm not married because I only have my family, but we have a large family kind of. So, and then I just know a lot of people. I don't know. And sometimes I think of people and I think, you know what, you could spend an extra 20 minutes and make them a card. And they might be somebody that really needs a card. So, Then off I go. Making more cards. Yes. Oh, I could never wear out my welcome. Lori, give me your address. I'm coming up there. We're going to try it out. Okay. Oh, I need a white circle. Okay. Now, I just used our layering circles because I thought we probably had enough going on. Remember how I said, like, this lady is wearing every accessory, right? And I was like, don't use a stitch circle. Just leave it. So I used the layering circle, and I will tell you what the measurement of it is in one moment. Oh, I love doing this so much. This is so much fun, you guys. So much fun, is it not? Getting together, crafting, chatting about fun things. Okay. And yeah, Kathleen, I know you do. You've probably got them all made already. You're a go-getter in all aspects of your life, I'm convinced. Okay, so if I had the world's best ruler, Leslie, we could tell that this is 1 7/8. I think you can go up to 2. Let's see here what this looks like. Oh yeah, you could go up to a 2-inch diameter circle if you wanted to. So that's kind of nice. If you have a retired punch, you just punch those babies out like there's no tomorrow, right? Okay, the nose. I'm sorry, I keep itching it. I'm sure that I'm not supposed to be when I'm like with you guys. I'm not picking it, at least. I have a 3-year-old nephew, so it comes up in conversation, okay? I'm just gonna say. Okay, let's put this paper. Oh, that's pretty, but I want the gold because it ties in to the crumb cake, right? So again, remember, I am taking this from the catalog, like 95% from the catalog. Only dip. Seriously, look how much was on there, and then it ran out. Just enough to like not run out before I came on here. Seriously? Can you give me... Oh. It's a good thing I have like 50 rolls of seal, because that would make me very unhappy. Yes, so I am using our Stampin' Seal. I love it so much. I can't even tell you. It glides on like butter, except when you run out, right? And I just find it perfect. The only thing I might like a little bit better is Seal Plus. What? Okay. Already stunning. You slap a sentiment on that, some embellishments, you're done. But we're not done. Okay, so where is my inspiration card? We stamped in Cherry Cobbler, right? So on this, of course, I'm going to stamp in Soft Succulent. I do like that sentiment, but I don't have to just choose that one because this is a stamp set of just sentiments. Take a moment to look at these. I mean, this, it's not going to fit in this circle, but it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, Let Your Heart Be Light. I really like that one. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if we like this. It's going to be much more thick, the font. Oh, I heard a child. Yep, 801. God, they're good. They're good timekeepers, I tell you what. The Swiss watchmakers have nothing on Tango and Cash. And probably your dogs too, right? Roz has told me that Nala and Lucy keep very good time as well. No. Sorry, Roz. But yes, I know that our animals keep good time. Oh, it's so cute. Let Your Heart Be Light. And that's a nice thing to say to somebody, isn't it? That is a nice thing to say, actually. It's a good reminder. I'm going to plug this in because somebody's long-winded. You just never know. All right. Where's my chamois? Tango puppy? What are you doing? He's like, I had to chase you down for my dinner, and now I have to chase you down for my acne. I don't speak Pig Latin. I don't think. I don't know if they know other languages. I mean, they have a language of all of their own. Today they were talking to each other. I was dying laughing. Okay, have I already messed up? No, it's all right. Lisa, you haven't messed up. Okay, so before I get any crazier with layering, first of all, let me finish my stamping, right? Keep stamping, Lisa. Put some razzle dazzle on the inside. Oh, I love it. It's so, you know I love it when I start whispering, right? It's just so pretty. And it's so not 103 degrees. It's almost making me feel chilly. Oh, and then when I went to work today, sorry, I just heard something fall. When I went to work today, it didn't feel very nice in there, and I knew what was happening, and sure enough, when I got onto my computer, what a very nice email telling us that we were doing our part to conserve. And so the thermostat was kicked up just a few degrees. Oh, I was dying. Of course, I was like, I got my little fan out, was running that thing. And then finally, I had to leave to pick up my car from the mechanic. Thank goodness. And I just told my boss, I'm going to go get my car, and then you'll find me at home where we don't do our part. We crank that AC. No, we do our part. I do my part by living in a very tiny house, okay? So, but yeah, it was something else. Okay, let's see here. So here's what I was going to run this ribbon back behind both layers of DSP to make it a little more substantial. But I got in a hurry, didn't I? And I laid down the first layer, so it's all right. That's why I was like trying to console myself. And then I saw Darcy's video, or Darcy's comment that says it was 110 in Billings. Darcy, we're burning up, y'all. I hate to state the obvious. It's not very positive. That's not very exciting and crafty like, is it? Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate that. Aw. Okay, so anyway, I just have these. Now, I think that it's a little in your way when you're tying things and you leave them on the roll. Like over here, they're not cut off. Okay, they're just on the roll. I kind of just pull the ribbon out and set them off to the side. I do this so that I don't cut the ribbon too short and ruin it, okay? Then I don't have to measure how much ribbon I think that I'm going to use, because I had no earthly idea on this card because I ended up making a big bow. And also then I find that you waste less, at least on one side. And I'll kind of show you what I mean here. So, and I'm also trying to tie cord and ribbon in front of you. Will it work? I don't know. Is it going to be a big mess? Probably. Okay, so ribbon and cord and tying it around a flimsy piece of designer series paper. Do you see what I just did with my right hand there? I kind of laid it down on the paper so that the paper wouldn't fold up. See, don't do it. Now, the only problem I'm having is getting this cord. That dog would come back in here and help me. It would be really nice. Okay, I'm not going to lie. You're not going to want to tie 100 of these, but it's okay. Because you know what? They're not going to go in the mail, remember? So this is going to be a special card. You're going to deliver in person. And you're not going to make like 50 of them unless you're Kathleen. And then you're probably going to go for it. Okay. I thought I had tied that. Now I feel like it's loose. Sorry that you have to struggle, or you have to watch me struggle with this. Okay, let's see. Do this, Lisa. You know how to tie a bow. I hope I don't have to give up. I knew when I was tying the first one, I was like, they're going to think this is crazy, but do it. Do it for your friends. Okay, this got kind of twisted, so. Oh my gosh, get over there. Get over there. Okay. Now, hold on. My tweezers are just over there. Oh, one more hand would be so helpful. Yes, thank you, KZ. Use your tweezers, she says. Good Lord, girl. Use your tweezers. Whew. Okay. And then I'm trying to make it look pretty at the same time that I'm trying to tie these 4 different cords. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this thing free because I know I'm in the vicinity of being, you know, right. I can trim again if I need to. I'm so patient. Oh, that's hilarious, Martine. But, you know, I try not to act like a crazed lunatic in front of you guys. If you've ever seen me work on yard projects, like house projects, I don't think you would say that. However, I'm going to copy and paste that comment. I'm going to send it to an ex-boyfriend of mine. I'll be like, see, I was patient. You just didn't know it. And now look what you're missing out on. All this, and I make cards. Oh, man. I know. I'm going off on a tangent. Oh, this is so pretty, though. All this, and I make cards, right? I think I'm going to have that put on a t-shirt. It's beautiful. So again, you don't have to use the elegant trim if you don't want to, but it's so pretty. It adds a little bit of, you know, wildness, more texture, all that business. Isn't that pretty? Wait until I put it on the card. I hope you're sitting down. Oh, yes. Woo! Sister's got it going on there. You know what? I'm going to use... Thank you for laughing. Because I was sitting here saying all that stuff, and I realized I did sound like a crazed lunatic. So, I appreciate somebody's giving me a laugh. I'm going to use some tear and tape. Because I want the stability of extra stickiness, but I'm not so sure I want to run designer, or I want to run Seal Plus on that. So, tear and tape's kind of a really good idea. You could also put it up on dimensionals if you wanted, but this thing is pretty textural already, so I was trying to keep all of these. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, y'all. Okay, now it runs from left to right. I mean, it runs the full margins of the card. And here's the other thing. Where's my first card? I was trying to not center it, which was fine, but I don't know that I love it. It's more down than I want it. It's more low. It's lower than I want it. What am I trying to say? So, we're fixing that. Look at it. See? Just keep adding the layers on. Kathleen, I'm sure you're great at bow making. Now listen, I tried to cheat this process and cut the snowflakes in half. It doesn't work because you want 2 corners of it. You could probably cut it in another way. I was kind of concerned about the volume, more concerned about the volume than about like just die cutting at one time, but just do it. Just go with it. Now, the thing I did do again is then I put some seal on the back of this again, right? So that I can see what I'm doing as I'm positioning these. Okay. So if I want them symmetrical, then I can see that. You know, I can have like these points out. I don't want them symmetrical, so I'm going to do this. But then I can see it, right? Oops. That needs more. I can still do that. Okay, so there we go. And might have to move them in a touch. I don't know. Nope, I think they kind of ended up just like they did before. And again, like I said, not going to fit in an envelope. Hello, Deborah. I know it's not planned, but don't forget, everyone, I'm going to be over with Sun Stamping tomorrow. You can find us on her Facebook page or on YouTube, okay, because she's fancy like that. So please don't forget. All right, now what I'm going to do is get some, you know, dimensional stuff. But I'm not going to do what I did on the first card. I have a little bit of a speed bump. Again, it's passable. But you can see I created a little bit of a speed bump. So, gotta watch it. Now, I had some scraps in here. But no, that's going to be too long and thin. We're just going to use regular dimensional. So I was going to get fancy on you. But we're going to use black. How about that? So that if it shows through the snowflakes, it'll look like the black designer series paper. So please don't forget, you can find the black dimensionals in the annual catalog, and they come in a package of half regular sized and half minis. So, because they know we're probably not going to use them year round or for all cards, right? So I think 3 is going to be good. Keep them to the outside, okay, just like I've done here. Because, again, speed bump. With all that ribbon, oh my gosh, my nose, how embarrassing. With all that ribbon and stuff, and then I'm going to try it, okay? Oh, much better. I'm already, like, digging on this card. But isn't that how it is? Your prototype looks good, if you're lucky. I didn't have to, like, reverse engineer it and take it apart. So your prototype looks good, but then the second card and after looks better. And then we know how we're going to position it, right? Because we've got that square. Okay. So we want our square to be straight up and down. Can you imagine the look on your friend's face when you give them this card? They are going to be wowed. No problem, Kathleen. We're not too far from being done here. Oh my gosh. Let your heart be light because you're getting a beautiful card. And then, of course, I'm bringing in some more razzle and dazzle. Now, this is what the iridescent pearls look like that you get for free. Sorry, but I love them. That's what they look like. Okay, aren't they cute? And then what we're using right now is very close just the metallic version. Okay, so this is, and they were out for a while, but they're back in. Red and green adhesive backed pearls. So you get red and green, but you also get silver and gold. So don't be confused. We could, at this point, use really any of the colors. I like to just stick with the gold. I think it's fun. And these things are just like, use your putty end. I forgot about that. They're so small. Use your putty end. It's so helpful. And anyway, they're just like, just a lot of shimmer, a lot of bang for the buck. Okay? They're a lot of shimmer for just how small they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me clear the decks. I wish that when I did that, it was just like, the room was clear. Yeah. Okay, so here's the first kind I made. Okay, nice. I still like it. And then here's the second. Do you guys like the first or the second? You probably like the second. I can tell already that I like both bows. Yes, I like both bows for sure. But this one, I wish it was a little higher up. And I really kind of like Let Your Heart Be Light, and I like that it's the green on the outside. Now I can tell already there's another place where I can use a dimensional. So sometimes I like to skewer it. Hey, come on now. Being naughty. And I put it right under here. And I don't fold my paper. There. Now that side's fine. Yeah, okay. So there you go, friends. I love these cards. And again, please don't forget that you're going to find me tomorrow night on Sun Stampin's YouTube or Facebook page. Okay? Can't wait to see you there. I want you to all show up and represent, okay? Because I know you're going to love what we do. It's super fun. If I love it, I think you're going to love it. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for a little Wednesday night Stampin' Chat. And if you would like to purchase these or any other beautiful Stampin' Up! Paper crafting products, will you please give me a chance to earn your business? I really will do the best job I can for you. Just go to stampingzoo.com, hit the Shop Now tab, and enjoy. Okay, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow.